Welcome back. Here we are. Good morning, I should say. And actually, October 1st, because, well, oh my word, look at that. See, that is when we say, that was on there when we saved and left. And we come back. And it shifted. I can see it sliding as we speak, too. Oh, and the hiccups start already. Like jumping major. Okay, well, thanks for joining. Here we are. We are just setting up because we are excited. I am super excited just because we've got our first ever cotton harvest. So I'm trying to set up. We're gonna see. Yeah, and there it goes. Oy vey, oy vey. Oh, just like in that short where you try to get the immersion right, and then you have these moments of like, okay, it feels really good, and then you have these other moments where it just shatters it. Anyways, so again, thank you very much. We've got a lot in store. So we did skip in September just because it turns out I was way ahead of schedule. I thought the cotton harvest was going to be in September, but I did not see what shade of green our field was. So it turns out it was in October here. So we did skip through September. However, and really not much going on. There's one new thing happened, and that was up at the logging site, but we're gonna have to save that for later. The suspense. And but that was kind of it. There really wasn't too much. So it was more of a hunker down kind of month. We got a lot of contracts done. We got a deadwood and wood transports. We deadwood the wood bejesus out of the map, and we got a couple really good hits on some good spots, which was able to allow us to fully to jam it right full. Words are hard. Sorry, mixing my words up here. So we got our paper factory completely full last month, as well as we got our sawmill completely full. And on top of that, our payout was able to, or sorry, I should say our sawmill payout was actually able to completely fill our long planks and top up our planks to mid, as well as we were able to sell off, I think it was 2.5 pallets of long planks. So I think we're gonna change our routine a little bit, where it's not going to be holding on to long planks 1 month and then selling others. We're going to keep the long planks topped up and then just sell the excess. Now, with that being said, I will say, I must say that with the contracts, especially with the deadwood and the wood transport contracts, I mean, the wood transports are nice. They're kind of here and there. I feel that it's more the deadwoods that we've been banging out left, right, and center and doing really good with, and those ones have been filling our coffers up really well. Like we actually had, I would say, I had enough time at the end of September that not to be jumping the gun here a bit, but I would say I had enough time at the end of September that I could have filled the carpentry if we had one. You know what I'm saying? Just because the carpentry, as much as I do know the long planks do, okay, real quick here. So the carpentry does take the long planks for the furniture, and it's 10 planks, 14 furniture at 336 cycles, and then we've got regular planks, 10 planks, 14 furniture, same thing at 192 cycles, and then we've got wood, 17 furniture at 120 cycles. So we had enough time that I feel, I don't know what the capacity is, but maybe you could tell me in the comments if you own the carpentry, what is the capacity for these three? Because I know we had enough time definitely to fill in the wood section. So if let's say we had the carpentry and we're gonna get this ready. We're just gonna hold that off right now. Now let's say we did have the carpentry. What we could do is, what I know I could do is, I could have it filled with the wood. We can roll that into our dead wood and our logging site, from harvests, I guess you could say, cuts. Yeah, on our oh, that's a horrible angle. We can use that, and then we would have enough time to keep it full. And then finding out now that we finally have, with the long planks, right? With the long planks being that the way they are, now what we can do is what we could do, oh, look at that, more. Oh yeah, we'll just jack it. We have just been busy, busy, busy in September, just so busy. What we could do is we could actually not sell off, sorry, we could move our long planks over to the playground maker and then keep it topped up. So then every month we just top it up, and then the leftovers can go to the carpentry, right? So that could work where we would still be bringing in our furniture, right? Because as long as the furniture is being made, if we could make it with all three, great. But the way that the planks are being chewed up by the playground maker, I'm gonna say I'm fairly confident that that's not going to happen. If we want more planks, I think we would have to put down our own sawmill and have to produce more planks, just because the amount that it's producing is not enough. And because we're producing all product, I don't want to shut other products down to produce more of one, because we need it all, right? We need it all. So we need to make do, right? The challenge is everything. So we need to make do with what we got, and we got to, I need to figure out how we can make it work. And I'm thinking that could be a way. Now, we are getting a little ahead of ourselves here, because we're just going to look at that cotton field. Ooh, maybe we can do some cotton contracts now. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to there goes the stuff. That little. Oh, and I didn't even notice that one. Oh, let's concentrate on the other one. Horrible. CDL hard revoke. So what I want to do is we want to get because I want to get the concrete factory. That's my plan, because we can see up in the top right there, we are at $1.5 million, just over. We had a stellar September. We were able to sell off all of our product for the most part. Like I said, we had some extra long planks to sell off. We had the wood beams to sell off. I think we had six on those ones. I have to double check the picture. So I did take a picture of whoa. Oh, you are lucky. Oh, you are lucky. So I double checked the picture of what we took off, but yeah, I think it was 6 beams of that, and then we actually only had the 3 prefab walls, so we didn't get our 4, because every now and then it'll pop up 4. But yeah, we just had our 3, which is fine, and then that gave us plus the $90,000 for the playground maker. So with having that payout, that put us over the 1.5. And initial thoughts, actually, you know what? We can just line this up like this. So the initial thoughts are about 1.1 to 1.2 million dollars. So having the 1.5 million for our grain storage, I am very confident and happy with that, to be able to say, okay, we can definitely install our grain storage and finally get our farm started as well for some grain storage, because we need our grain storage, and then we're going to need our root crop storage. So we're going to be doing that, and then that's going to be this month. That's what I'm really stoked about, is that it's still October. So we're going to be breaking ground in October, before first frost, so to speak. Now, before we do that, we didn't have the money to repair it when we got this, but I'd say we do now. So to repaint it is $51,143. Don't hit that button, Major. So we're going to repair, yes. So $14,193. That's not that bad now. I remember we choked a little bit when we heard that when we first got it, but so fully repaired, fully fueled, ready to rock and roll. And when I said earlier about this is our very first cotton harvest, I say that with a caveat, because yes, there are contracts. Yes, we have done contracts. We've harvested contracts, and I've gotten the what was it, in 22 we got the trophy for doing the cotton, for doing that. It was that exploit where you drop off 2,000 bales and you pop them out. So we did that. However, what I have never done is I have never in my 22 career owned my own cotton field or have harvested my own cotton ever. So it came out in 19, and in 19 we were doing the start from scratch. So that was the super, super crazy hard, super, super crazy, small farm setup. And we just never got to cotton. Cotton wasn't even on the horizon on 19. I just never got there, because it was a legit start from scratch on Ravenport. And whew, yeah, that was a rough one. I mean, fun, but very, very small fry. It was a super small fry farm for sure. So now 22 rolls along, and we get the challenge. I challenged myself that I want to do all the product, and we got so close. Like I said, if you caught the live streams, and if you've seen the farm, but if you haven't yet, then you're about to find out that it was cotton and poplar and the BGA were the 3 main things that I needed to get in order to I want to say in order to say that we accomplished our goal, I think that was the last three things that we needed. And we were so close. We had, I think we were well, right now, I think we're sitting about $700,000, and we're right at that time of year. We're just about to hit the winter payout. So I believe, because the BGA is 1.5 and we're almost full on slurry, and we've got like 1.5 million liters of manure in Elm Creek. So I was like, the plan was we were going to do, it's gonna have to go wide here. So the plan was that we were going to do that year, we were going to buy the BGA and then get everything pumping and rolling. And then it would just be that trifecta that once we've purchased the BGA, put everything in and start producing, that'll just make money hand over fist. It's, almost to a degree, it's like a license to print money. Come on, get out of there. So it's like a license to print money. So then by that, we could then buy the cotton harvester and buy a whole bunch of fields, because the poplar, the only thing I have everything for the poplar. It's just I need a field. That's the big thing, is I just needed a field. So with that being said, I'm super excited because this is going to be you are too. Oh, you are too, right by the, yeah. Oh, you. Oh boy. Oh, we're just gonna have to pop it. So that's where, yes, that's where I'm super excited. So not only have we never, yeah, there we go. They're just gonna make, I don't know. So we're keeping somebody employed by having to replace all these signs, or are we just making people quit because we're replacing all these signs? I just put that in yesterday. What do you mean it's gone? Because, and we got a person. Oh, that could have been that. Oh yeah, and another. Okay, Major, take a deep breath. Not that. Oh, and a bump. Oh yeah, that's an insurance claim. Okay, so if I squeeze over, can you? Oh, we can make this. We can make this. We're gonna scratch paint. Nope. Oh yeah, we just took a mirror out. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we just took that mirror out. Again, like, oh. Ooh. Yeah, this is where multiplayer could come in too. Fun, because then you can have a traffic spotter or stopper, or right. You can run your oversized loads. You can have a front and rear. All right, where are we gonna unload this puppy? Not back there, because he's now blocking us. Great. Okay, we're gonna have to do a hard over into this grass, I think. Ooh, you know what? This might actually. Okay, we're gonna take the stop sign out. There's just no ways about it. Yep. So I'm thinking we could actually make this little area a staging area. Because I know this, unfortunately, the building right here is not copacetic when it comes to the property. Like, we can't remove it. We go to farmland. It is part of it. However, let me see. Yep, there it is. So yeah, we can't. Enter demolition mode. Remove. No removies. Okay, so if you watch my role plays, oh wow, it's been a while. Looks like the person that we said can stay there for a little bit is going to be staying there forever. I have to remember her name. I have to go back and rewatch. Oh, it's been a while since I've done a role play. Yeah, let me know. Did you want me to fire up the role plays again? It's just seemed kind of hit and miss, and when it comes to the role plays, there's too much for me to convey to you in a role play when it comes to what I'm doing. So the role plays I kind of find are kind of hit and miss, where I find if it's a good idea, I'll throw one in. But the gameplay let's plays I find are just, I feel are just a better way, just because I can get everything I need out to you in the best fashion possible. Parked over top of that bush, right on. Okay. So now, real quick here, let's just check some things, because we've got, okay, so we've got our help menu up, so we're good there. We've got our farm, okay, so we're at 65. We're at 82 overall. We're at 65 on this field, and it will change. So let's open her up first time. So it will change I've noticed that a lot of times as I'm harvesting, is the number will change, but it changes majority of the way through. I kind of feel like it's in that 2/3 to 3/4 mark where I feel the field number hits a number and is like, okay, that's where it's at. It doesn't change right up to the bottom. But here we go. So this is there. Let's just turn this on real quick here, so we can at least just get that going. So steering assist on, show lines. There you go. How you like that, FFO gamer? Happy? Fired up, and our very first cotton harvest. Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm again, we haven't done the proper. It's still required. The field still requires plowing. Oh, you know what? Here, let's just double check that. So right here we're at 116 of 125. So I mean we're above average for majority of it here. Like 117 of 125, 93 of 100. So we're at the top, right? We're not horrible, but like I said, it still does need plowing. That was already needed when we got it. And then cotton harvested, needs lime, needs plowing, and weeds are growing. Yeah. Okay. And then just that little bump, that little touch, that dropped us down to 59. Okay. But again, like I said, as we 59, 57, nitrogen. Because I know we've fertilized it. Like I said, we were in that mid, right? We were good to perfect with a lot of stuff. So yeah. Now, as you saw me earlier, I was loading up our wheel loader as well as the silage forks because I have a little test. Now I know that, let's see here, because Ralph we just bought one in 22 of that. But it's only 54% off. And really, no, because there's no sugar mill on the map too. Because that means we have to build a sugar mill. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna regret this one. Oh, but it's only $158,000. Oh boy! Oh boy! Okay, I got to do some thinking. On that. But get back on track here. So what I was thinking was, when it comes to the wheel loader, we get the silage forks, and right now we have the pit. I actually almost forgot about the pits trailer. So we actually have the pits trailer there. That what I want to do is I'm going to use the pits trailer with the wheel loader. We're going to bring that over. We're going to use that to load up the bales to bring it down to the rope factory, and then we can just come back and pick up the loader. That's no problem. Then, because it's a kind of a toss-up, because I don't know, like, we could, because the trailer's only I think it's like $27,000. Let's get onto this next line here and double check, because the trailer's only, because I don't think we need the big one, right? We do have the International, because we could use the Volvo. Technically, we could use the Volvo, but how do you get it off the field, though? Because it's like we could use the Volvo with the... Okay, let's special. There we go. Cotton transports. Because, yeah, $26,000, 2 slots. 5 slots, $46,000. Because this one we could use with the Super Duty, right? We could use that one with the Super Duty for only $26,000, and it would just be a run, right? A run back and forth. Because I can't see. Well, then again, even if we had 2, because we could use. Our little Stumpy International would be a great truck for that. Because other than that, our old International just sits up at the logging site, just using that. Right now it's actually at drop zone 1, just because we were driving back and forth because we had to drop off. Like I said, we got into our late night getting everything dropped off from the sawmill, so we had all the wood chips. So we're sitting at, I think it was just over 50% of a trailer. I was like, let's bring it up there. We'll dump it off in the bunker, and then we started getting ready for this stuff. That's when I got in my head of, okay, well, how are we going to transport our bales? So right now for free, so to speak, other than maintenance and time, right? Right now for free is is basically the pits trailer with the front loader, right? So if we get that and then get that going, are we online here? Yeah, we're active. Okay. So get that up here, then we can put. We can definitely put the one trail on. But that pits trailer might be a little narrow for two. Well, we're gonna try it anyways. Okay. Okay. I think that's a good idea. So let's get this full. Let's get our first bale because that's what I want to do. Is I want to put our first bale onto the pits trailer just to see. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I actually really don't think it's going to fit two bales without having to be that ungodly, weird looking off on an angle because of the front. So let's get this done and let's get ourselves a bale. All right, here we come. Our very first bale. I'm actually quite surprised. I will say, oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what the cruise controls. Oh, yeah, way to go, Major. Way to Oh, well, we've done enough damage on this field already, so I think we're good. Okay, so let's just drop this off here. And then what we're going to do is, because yes, 20,000, and we should, because I know there's a minimum. I know there's a minimum you need to drop an unfinished bale. So, and actually, while we were talking, I totally forgot. While I was doing this, I completely forgot to bring the other one over. I usually just set the AI. So, you know what? Let's just quickly grab. Over here. It was you right here. Close enough. Let's go. Because I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm still thinking. I've been thinking about the sugar cane as well. I think I'm going to regret it, but I think we're going to pass. It's $348,000 for a brand new one. And so it's 50-ish% off. I mean, it's great deal, yes, but again, it's still the fact that we're not set up for it, right? Like we don't have a sugar mill on the map. We would need a sugar mill. It's the same thing with 22 where like all the research I did when it came to the sugar cane, everything pointed when I was Googling it and trying to figure out like real world how things are done and just trying to emulate as best as I can. And it seemed like everywhere I was looking at everything immediately went to processing, right? It was always right to processing. So if any of you know, because I'm a good old city boy here, right? So if any of you know, let me know in the comments because I don't think I'm trying to figure out sugarcane storage. Oh, wrong button. I'm trying to figure out sugarcane storage where like can we store sugarcane again, like my gut and just how I feel like it should be, off the field and right into processing. So with that being said, that means that we would need a sugar mill because there's no sugar mill on the map. And if yep, there we go. That's the error. I was just because I already checked. So it's $240,000 for the base game sugar mill. It's not horrible looking. Not bad. Something we can work with, but it's still something that oh god, because that's new property. That's the building 240. So that's no. Yes, it's only. I mean, oh, should we buy it and just park it to the side? I mean, it's vehicle. Okay, this is gonna work. Oh yeah. Okay. And oh yeah. Oh, easy peasy. I knew I'd have no issue lifting it. I just wasn't too sure if this fork or like if the silage fork was gonna was it gonna work on it or not? Okay, real quick here. Yeah, look at the side. Oh yeah. There's no way we're putting two on there. But I mean, if we're gonna get two guaranteed, maybe it'd be worth it to get the $46,000 one. Oh, that's such a tough call. So we got 20,000 there, and we still have what's left in the field. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, more tanking to do. I'll have to make sure I don't drive over the. Oh yeah, I turned the lines back on. Sorry. It's because of the end line. It screwed me up. So yeah. All right, moving on. Let's turn this up or turn the ding. Don't drive over. We're on and we're gone. All right, let's get this field filled up. Now I got to think. Let's turn it around and let's just do quick little tinkies here because now I'm wondering whether it'd be worth it just to go ahead and get that $46,000 one, right? Yeah, that would be because we could run the international from that. International just sits at the logging site. So the only reason why 2646, and it's an only extra $20,000. And I mean, as much as my only $20,000, like really, it's 47,000. You got to go to the crown, right? Match up with the international, and that would run two, because that would bring us. I think that would work. And then even like right now, like another thing with contract wise. Got a couple more. Ooh, we got two cottons. Okay, well we just had this little tiny one here. But yeah, we have cotton contracts there. They're giving you the tractor in that little trailer because the little trailer could be used with the Super Duty. So it's like because it takes so long between bales too, right? Like it takes so long between bales. Oh, let's turn our help window back on here because I want to see when. Yes. Unload finished bale already. Oh, okay. There we go. So interesting. Cool. So we can see how much we have left here, and then we can get a final tally. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think decision's been made. Very much so. I think we're going to be going for the trail. I think we're going to be going for the big trailer. Yes. So reasoning behind that, and I think it's sound because what we don't want to do right now, it's all about right now for what comes to how things are run, the way I've got things set up. So right now we have things set up where we can have a crew running the logging site with the wheel loader up there, and they could be working that. While they're working that, we have the right equipment that we could have another two-person crew running dead woods and wood transports, and their equipment wouldn't intertwine. So both parties can be running at the same time, and there wouldn't be any intermixing with equipment or I have to stop because I'm waiting for this. So there's that. Then you come into the cotton. So right now, is this fun? Yeah. Using the big equipment? Yeah. Do I like it? This is great. And to be able to run around the wheel loader and stuff? Yes. However, we are technically taking that wheel loader off of the logging site, which means we're taking it away from being able to be produced. Now, granted, I know it's not being run, but let's say. So by us taking that away, taking the Volvo away with the pits trailer too, because that means the Volvo can't run the cramp if need be. And then having the international up on the site, sitting there, just basically collecting dust while it fills the trailer. Well, technically speaking, we don't need to have the tractor there. We can drop the superior end dump off at the chipper, and it can stay there and be its home until it gets full. Once it's full, then we can come up and move it. So then the only thing we're doing is we're going to be pulling come cotton harvest time. You'll need someone in the harvester, and then other than that, all you'll need is but running into the field. Do we want to run our well, yeah, because it'll be packed ground. Let me know what you think. Is that realistic? I think it's realistic because if we get that, I mean, we'd be going a little overboard, but I mean, if we wanted to go overboard, we could definitely get both trailers. Then you can have the pickup truck run the cotton bales out of the field to the transport. Yeah, this is where I'm overthinking it. I think definitely we'll need to get the one trailer though. We're definitely going to get the big one. I mean, if this pops up for sale, I wouldn't be against it because that'd be kind of fun just to add that little extra task to it. I mean, would that trailer come into the field to pick up the bales? Because I can't see the harvester stopping and going to the end of the field, or would it? Looks like I'm going to have to YouTube and Google some more cotton harvest videos. Pickup videos. Because that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Because by us doing that, that means that it leaves the equipment available, right? So then all we would be doing was we'd be pulling the international down to pick up the trailer, run it down to the cotton field, and then we can do that. And then with us having the case cotton harvester here, And with us having that unloadable, that means that's where I was thinking the contracts. Some more. A $9,000. One moment. No, it's a moment. No, but that's what I'm thinking is if we have the cotton, because there is 2 cotton harvests available, as well as they are rinky-dink fields, so they wouldn't be a finished. I would be highly shocked if they would be a finished bale. Excuse me. What do we got? We got 1,000 for field 72, way down at the bottom there, that little rinky dinky one, and then field 46, that's actually right near us. That's really close to us. But again, that's just a small field. So I think that would work because then we could run our 379 with the low boy that can transport the harvester, and then you use the international to transport the bales. Yeah. I think that's going to work good. And then what are we? We're almost at. Oh yeah, I think we're going to be hitting the 10,000, which means we're going to be hitting the 30,000. Just over 30,000 liters in cotton. Not too bad. Here we go, 10,000 liters. Now this is going to go directly into the rope factory because we need to be pumping out that rope for the playground. That's all we have left. And then again, when it comes to building this, our grain storage. So it's only 9 o'clock right now. Now the one thing I totally forgot too. I'm getting so excited. There's just so much stuff to go through. So the other thing too is I want to get done. We have to get done before we get into the building. There we go, done. 10,558 liters. So that means we've got 30,558 liters to go down to the rope factory. And then what is the rope factory? Oh, sorry, no, we want this one right here. So we want rope maker. So 290,000 liters. Oh yeah, plenty of room to spare. And then the other thing too is the numbers. The numbers didn't improve. So we've got 30,000 off of this field. I want to do this field again for sure with unload. There we go. I want to do this field again with after our farming or our field work. Because right now, 57. Oh, that's a hurting one. So no nitrogen, and it's reading weed control 0 and tillage is, or not 0. Weed control's low, tillage is low. Now, this is where I am excited to test some stuff because we got our new subsoiler. And our subsoiler, like we touched on, it registers, as far as we know, it registers as a cultivator. So what I would like to do is we're going to mulch this field up. We're going to subsoil it. And then once we subsoil it, we are going to plant it with oilseed radish. Subsoil it, which will get us the rocks. That's right. Ooh, yeah. That's the other thing, too, is I want to upgrade our cultivator out of a shallow cultivator to a normal cultivator because I want rocks. We want our rocks. So it'll get us our rocks from the field by having the cultivator. And then, what we'll do is we'll plant some oilseed radish. So we're going to do that, plant some oilseed radish, and then I'm going to get that field, get it ready for next year. And we're going to do it cotton again. I want to see 57 and then do all of our field work, see if we can jack that number out, and then see what kind of product we come off of it. So we're going to pop this on here because this actually fits quite nicely. I like this. There we go. So that's going to stay there. I remember the JCB I thought would fit nicely. And the Volvo has not ridden the other Volvo's got the lights on. That's why. All right, so that is there. So let's go get us a trailer. Hey, hook that one up and that one and that one. There we go. All right, let's go grab the international and get us a trailer. Okay, here we go. So $47,000 for the Chromie. Here we go. I think that'll work. And we got little stubby trucks. So I think that'll work good. Like I know in the contracts they give you the long frame one. I think this will work us around pretty good. I mean, just thinking about it and stuff, I'm pretty confident that a truck would go into the field. Like it's harvest time. not like it's in the middle of the winter time, right? Or sorry, middle of the rain, right? It's not like the grounds shouldn't be anyways. So the ground should be hard packed, so to speak. I mean, they've got the little tracks on the back of the trailer, so they've got it. They got it, unless it's a dolly thing. Never thought of that. We could get a dolly and a tractor on the side of the field, and then have that truck it in and then truck it out. But and that's only still one 1,468,000. So it's not killing us. And again, I never got around. Oh, I'm just so crazy busy with everything. I never got around to doing a final test. So I'm pretty confident. But we do have to get our soybean up as well too. So soybean has to come off the ground. That gets sold out. The groundwork again. I can. I'm wondering because we could do the field work and do all of the farm work. See, I'm eager beaver. I want to do it. I want to know how much. Yes, actually, we can do the field work next day, right? That would easy peasy because we have the whole month to do it. But I want to know as soon as possible how much money we have left over because $300,000 is for. Sorry, I think it was $370,000 for the stone or for the concrete factory. So that's going to be a little bit on the pricier side, right? I mean, 300 is on average some of them, and then the 370, the spinneries. I think 180 spinneries on the cheaper end, and you got the BGA, right? So, I think this is going to be the best route to go for now. Then once we get, we're going to put that in after the soybeans. So the soybeans have to come off because I want to know, because that's going to be a cash crop. And now, unfortunately, our sunflowers still have to come off. They are, you're going to go that way, aren't you? Yeah, perfect. So we want to go this way and then kind of spin around in. There we go. Okay. Back this up. Oh, I've used it plenty of times. It's the first time I've ever owned this trailer and actually needed to. This is crazy. Oh, this is so crazy. 1922, never touched cotton. We finally own our own cotton. So operating position. I should suck the first one right up, shouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, yep. That was quick. Okay. And back up to this one. Come on, baby. There we go. All right. So, transporting position. Excellent. Oh, you know what? Do they have? Oh, no straps. Oh, that could be so useful. That could be so. See, okay, here's the thing. So now for this one, where do we have our? See, this is where I'm trying to. I like to figure out a farm and like field entrance, right? Because we want to be having our equipment come in and then do the field. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, regardless of that, the soybean field is actually pretty rinky dink. We'll just quickly go here. It's just this little field. Oh, okay. Maybe not that. Okay. I shut up. All right. Let's get this down to the rope factory and then we'll see. Cause we're going to have to do this up. And then actually on our way down, we're going to check something out. And here we are. So at the rope factory. Now I was thinking about it. Where are we going to put all this stuff? So unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but I think the best thing to do right now would be just same thing as what we're doing at the canning factory. I think it's around here. Okay, before we turn it on, let's just try. But same thing as what we did at the canning factory where and unload bales. Where we were leaving the harvesters up there, I think is where we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to leave the harvester and we're going to leave the trailer down here. Oh, there goes one. There goes two. Done and done. Okay, let's fire this up. Rope maker. Oh, rope. Oh, we're out of wool. Whoops. Oh, I wonder how long. Yeah, I didn't notice that last time. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to go. It looks like we actually have 1.5 pallets ready to go. All right, so that is active. So our rope is still going. We just skipped out a little bit, but this is going to be going. So 150 to 40 ropes. Yeah. Hopefully this goes super quick. Now, when it comes to parking this, I think the best thing to do is we're just going to zip this across the front here, and then I think right to my left there of the truck, we're just going to back the harvester up there, but we still have to get it down. Now, before we do that, I want to show you my surprise. So this was a little bit of a surprise for me too, just because I had been doing a bunch of work in August. It was in August, at the end of our August payout, did all that stuff. I put everything away. We drove the International up to the logging site and we parked the truck for the wood chips, got all that stuff put away, ready to rock and roll. All happy. Okay, great. Woke up the next morning and went down to just did some stuff, nothing too crazy. It was still early in the morning. And then we went down to the logging site to pick up again because we were going to get into some dead wood and that sort of stuff, get our equipment. And lo and behold, yes. So back when we first started, we are clearing the top and it is slowly coming. There's a lot. Oh, look at all that cotton. Can we get that contract, please? So lo and behold, we're getting we're clear cutting the top. We're trying to get all of that stuff out. But where that little snake, or I should say the bigger snake on the, I guess it would be the east side, I think. We're about to find out. But what we did was, over here, we put in 91 lodgepole pines. Now, I don't remember. I think that must have been, I'm going to have to go back and check. But or you remember, let me know. But it has been a couple years now. It was when we first put the logging site in there and we got the trees. I'm going to have to go do, yes. I will definitely double check. But check it out. Oh, our first stage of growth. But what it is in the video, there we go. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at all those trees. So the cool thing is 91 up here, and it's all snaked in through. So it's on our property, and I get to drive through the trees a bit. But that's all there, ready to rock and roll there. And well, not ready to rock and roll, but like we have our first stage of growth. So very first stage of growth. Oh yeah, we're gonna leave that there, bring that back. And we are ready to rock and roll here. So if we go over here, look at all the trees. So nothing too crazy we can do, anything we can do with yet, but it's coming. All right, I got to get this thing back over to Superior to drop zone 1, and we got some soybeans to get. All right. Soybean is all done. Now, not as much as I was hoping. I think we only got about like 10,000 liters. So nothing too crazy. So we're not going to be making any mad amounts of money. Now, also price-wise as well, price-wise here, we're about half of what the average is, but we're still over 1,000. So right now the top is farmers market. So farmers market is where it's going to be, and that's where we're going to sell it off. And then unfortunately, it's not going to be as good as we were hoping, but that's okay. So it should be getting just over $1,000. We're about to hop in and see, but yeah, we should be getting just over $10,000. I'd imagine, and a little back into the trailer. Now a little back into the coffers for the trailer, I should say. Now the good thing is too that when it comes to this, because we still have the sunflowers behind us. Now, unfortunately, and bump. Yeah, good job, Major. Good job. So, unfortunately, when it comes to the sunflowers, they're not going to be harvested in time for us to put oilseed radish down, but they will be harvested in time for us to put grass down. So right now, we're October, November is next month. Grass, yes, but this is the last month for oilseed radish. So that is the one unfortunate part. But yeah, so 10,790 liters. Ouch. But it's still $10,000. And then this is a prime example of why I have been rushing to get this grain crop storage and root crop storage down as quick as we can. Now, the reason, I know 1.1 million probably sounds a little bit much, but I would like to think once you see it, you'll understand why it costs so much. But that is basically the main reason is just my setup and my planning is quite a little bit extravagant, I guess you could say. And I have some big ideas. So we're gonna sell this off. We're gonna get this done because again, we're only at we're at 942. We're gonna sell this off and put us up to just it'll put us right back under 100, just under 1.5 million. So we can get this up to the farmers market, sell that, and then basically clear everything off, get everything ready to go, and call in the contractors, and we can get some dirt moving, and we can get some buildings built, and because we're gonna bring in grain crop. We definitely don't have enough to do both grain crop and root crop, but that's why I think getting the concrete factory as soon as possible is the best idea. Just because if we can, let's take this wrong. Just because if we can get the concrete factory as soon as possible, that's when we can get that big pile of stone in. And I can figure out how much we have because I really want to know how much stone is in that pile. Plus, also, the sooner we get that producing, the sooner we start making money off of it. So if we can get that concrete factory going and get that here and ready to rock and roll, then that's why I kind of pushed to get the. I'd like to get my field. I'd like to get everything done first, but I think if we can get that concrete factory or even something, because I mean $370,000, that's pretty pricey. So if we're going to spend money on the concrete factory or on any factory, it's going to be the concrete factory. And then if we don't, let's say we don't have enough money, okay, fine. So we do our storages. Now we have the ability to store this soybean until it's time to sell it at the highest price, because that's what I like to do. I like to try to hold on to absolutely everything I can in storage, in somewhat of a realistic storage if I can, or, other than sugarcane and certain things and so forth, until high sell point, right? So, okay, here we go. Dump away. Yeah, it's not going to be too crazy, but so $12,402 and an extra $1,143 for the environmental score. All right, so just over $13,000. Not too shabby. So 1.482 is where we're at, and that'll leave us in good standing. So I'm not confident we're going to have enough for the concrete factory, and if we don't, that's okay, because we still have the sunflowers to sell, and we still have all these contractors. What do we got here? We still have, they just keep piling up. And a stone picking, 9,000. We got some. I really want to do the cotton. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do the cotton harvests, because now that we know we can unload the unfinished bales, that means we can actually hopefully finish the cotton harvests. Unlike that darn round John Deere baler that won't let you finish. I think maybe that one has a minimum. I'm not too sure. All I know is that I'm super stoked that we got the case one, and the case one's ready to rock and roll. All right. Well, here we are. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end here. Oh, there's just so much stuff going on. Okay, so that's that. That's good. Yeah, I think we are ready, because we've got some contracts that'll make us some good money, and we can worry about that next day, right? So we can do the building now, and then we can do the contracts, and we can do all the field work after, and then that shit. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna have enough money for the concrete factory, because the concrete factory is 370. Let's just double check again. Cement factory visit. Boom, $370,000. Yeah. So if we don't, then we can easily make our money. Hopefully by the end of the month, we'll have enough money, and we'll guaranteed we'll have enough money, because we'll have the end of the month payout. All right. Well, I'm just going to teleport myself back here. There we go. Okay. Enter vehicle. Perfect. All right. Well, again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for joining. And we will see you in the next video, which will be the build video. Thanks again.